Hey everyone, Coach Steve here, coming to you with another video. I'm going to work on some plyometric movements, some loading up movements, some explosive hip movements. These are all kind of working on our landing and then our hip explosion. So our first exercise is just basically a drop to load exercise. We're going to be coming off the box. You can use a street curb, you can use any kind of 1 to 2 foot box type object. Doesn't have to be outside, could be inside. But we really want to get off the box into our landing position. So we're loading up, our legs are really coiled up here, just like how we were going to approach, and we're putting some tension on the top of our legs. We don't want to have any tension on our knees. We want to have a nice chair kind of sitting back motion. So we're really head up, forward, landing just very softly, nice on our legs, not on our front of our knees. You can do 1 to 12 reps. We're going to do that. You can do that a couple of times, more than one set if you want. You just kind of need to make sure that you're landing properly and loading up pretty well. So down again, as you can see from the references. Make sure our arms come back just like how we were doing our approach. Arms back, chest forward, legs 90-degree angle. A lot of weight on our back. Next exercise is loading to extend. So we're now that we've loaded up, we're already in this coiled loading position here. We want to extend our hips, raising our arms up at the same time. So it's all synchronized motion. So our arms are coming forward as our hips go up, and we're propelling our upper body. That way our legs don't have so much weight on them. We can use our upper body to propel ourselves. We're going to extend just on top of our knees right now. We're not going to jump off the ground, but we're just getting this motion as a progression. So our calves raising up on our toes. We're really extending our hip to our calves, all the way from our hips, arms, all the way to our calves, all the way up. So this is the next progression here. It's just kind of calf extended at the end, full body, full back. You can see how straight you get. All the way up, extend, full extension. Full extension up. 3 to 10 reps. Nice and easy. Exploding with our hip all the way up. This is progression number 2. Great extension with the calf. Great extension with the hip going forward. Full motion, really swinging those arms so it raises our chest upward. Next progression is you want to be loaded. It's a jump pause. So we want to pause and coil into this position. So our legs are under some tension here. We have our top of our quads under a little bit of tension. Our back and shoulders should be pinched tight. And then we want to follow through with that really extreme hip motion forward. So as you can see, I'm loaded up here. And then hips drive forward. Hips are driving up and out, arms are up, jumping off the ground. Hips down, then pause. Again, give it a good 3-second pause. That way the leg can kind of coil up and build up that internal energy. Rip up. Pause again, 3 seconds, rip up. Pause, jump. 3 sets of 8 reps. Now we're getting off the ground. But before we didn't get off the ground, this is a progression. So the first one we did a drops into our approach. So we dropped into our approach only. Next one we extended with our legs and our calves, but still on the ground. Third one is a full jump with a pause. Extending those hands fast, extending the hips in synchronicity. Next one is continuous jumps with no pause. So same motion, same loading, getting low, getting that energy kind of into a chair motion, but no pause. This is working on as quick as fast as possible, driving the hips up, continuous motion, no pausing, extremely as fast as you possibly can. Down, coil up. No time to rest, no time to relax. This is where you do a lot of the sets. We want to do extremely focused on our technique here. So if our technique is going off, I want you to slow things back down, take a break. It's not a matter of being out of breath or getting winded. It's really about technique and being very explosive. The hips driving up, the arms driving up. As you can see, every picture looks exactly the same. Every jump looks exactly the same. You want to keep that same technique. Loaded position, curled, using the arms up, hips go forward. Come down, already loaded up, explode again. Explode again. This next one, we can use a box or another obstacle. You can kind of jump off from a curb. You can go up onto a curb or a little embankment. This is just to limit the pressure on your knees if you don't have a box. So we're going to drop off a box. Same kind of motion, quick, drop and explode. Stay tall. Up on the box, drop, go. As fast as you can, so there's no pausing in between the box jumps. This is a lot of sets here. Only 4 reps, so I really want you to take some time in between jumps. You're really focusing on being explosive and as fast as possible. It's not just about being out of breath, it's really firing those fast twitch muscle fibers, getting that loaded coil position, exploding the hands up, and then the hips go up forward too. So there's a lot of moving parts here that you really need to focus on the technique and how your body and your bones and everything else move. So if you don't have another box you can do, you can just kind of jump off and do the same kind of thing. This is just an example of without a box. So I really want you to get into that motion. Set up that motion, jump off the box, coil up all the way, extend your hands, land perfectly just how we did. So it's a nice progression of a couple different exercises. It's kind of a good starter platform. If you can master these, then we could move on to more dynamic plyometrics, but this is a great kind of beginner to medium way of getting a great workout in and also working on that technique of jumping and exploding. So hopefully you liked the video, enjoy it, and we're going to have some more videos coming up soon, so thank you.